Hi guys, good afternoon, good evening. 16th of August 2019, 6 past 6 p.m. CT, 6 past 5 p.m. London. Meaning it's also afternoon in New York. Guys, that's big. That's big. And we are going to talk about Bitcoin and Bakkt. Before we start, risk warning as usual, guys. Please bear in mind, trading crypto on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all initial investments, so please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Alright, that was quick, because we have very, very important information. Well, Bitcoin is trying to rise, right? One of the reasons that could be is, of course, that we are trying to defend the psychological 10,000 level. But you know, there is always good to have something behind, something to support such a move, right? In that case, Bakkt Bitcoin futures and warehouse to debut in September. Boom! Shakalak! Yes! The latest move to the downside, from my perspective, it was mostly based on the chart, right? We were talking about, and I'm going to explain again. But some were trying to explain that because of the, Asian Ponzi scheme of 3 billion worth US dollars burst, and because of the SEC. So there was a few different explanations why we've seen the Bitcoin moving to the downside, right? For me, it was the chart, and I've been talking about this for quite some time. Now, Bitcoin trying to defend psychological 10,000 level, and it's also, in my opinion, because of the chart. But as I mentioned, it's good to have something behind. It's good to have some kind of the background to try to defend very important levels. So again, it's available on medium.com, the article. So, cleared to launch, Bakkt Bitcoin futures and warehouse to debut in September, guys. That's huge, monster news. So that might be one of the reasons right now we are trying, based on the daily chart, we are trying to build this lower shadow, trying to defend 10,000 psychological level, right? But slowly. Again, that was my point of the Bitcoin to move lower, right? 2 points are needed to create the trend line. In that case, it was also possible to create the channel, right? So when we saw the third attempt to test the falling trend line, we were trying to break, retest, hold, and finally we broke through to the downside. Usually you are going to see such a reaction when there is a third touch, when we are talking about the trend lines. Usually that's how it works. It's not the holy grail. It's not gonna be, it's not going to work 100% of the time, but you have to remember. Of course, behind it was some explanation. Yeah, there was a Asian Ponzi scheme burst. So the flow of worth of $3 billion of dollars crypto to the market, to the sell side. Then there was some information SEC related, blah blah blah, and we hit 10,000. Now we are trying to defend this 10,000, and of course now the bulls needs some good information. Boom, there is a good information. Now I would be still a little bit skeptical, as there is a time to September, more or around 2 weeks, right? So there is a still possibility we are going to see equal falling waves. So still, as long as we are below 10,800, below 11,000, there is a possibility we are going to see much lower levels down towards 8,500, 8,200 and 7,800 based on the equal waves moves, right? But now, because of this news, if the whales wants to step in and definitely defend 10,000, right? Definitely defend 10,000. It might be that we are going to work this time with this wave. Magic, guys, magic. And if that's gonna be the case, Riley towards 12,800 and 13,000. Wow, it's gonna be possible. It's gonna be possible. So, what's the plan? If you are a bull, you may want to take the advantage of this short wave to the downside, defense or defending 10k, and from intraday perspective, you may want to buy the dips back towards 10,100, 9,800. That's your buying zone. Stops just below most recent low. Target, well, I think that trying to be, responsible, not trying to, saying about the moon, I think that the first 10,800, 11k as a first target. Then 12,000, 18, 13,000. That's how I see the things to the upside, right? So wait for pullback and go for it, tiger. If you are a bear, we have to get back to the daily chart. Let me clean something here, and here. If you are a bear and you are looking for, you want to fade this Bakkt move, right? So then the trend line is still your friend, especially that is going to be supply correlated with the falling trend line. Breakdown point, right? So 10,800, 11,000. If you are a bear, that's where you want to reload your shorts. So for now, it's all about to the downside 10,000, 9,500, to the upside 10,800, 11,000. For sure, guys, I'm going to get back tomorrow with the update. We will see if we are still inside the range between 10 and 11,000, or we have some kind of the breakout breakdown. Guys, have a great rest of the evening and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.